All right, welcome back. We're in part 3 of the My Garden of Trees experiment, and it's been 4.5 weeks now since we planted the seedlings, so I'm excited to see what's actually happened, if anything. I'm pretty hopeful, but we'll find out. Here we are. We're gonna start at, well, I'm gonna go over the tape first. Start at this end, which was the end which had no protection from animals or from other plants that were growing. Okay, so we got something here. So this looks like a beech, I think, or actually I'm not so sure. I think that might be a, I'm trying to work out if I can recognize the seed, which is still, oh my, I got this in focus? Maybe. So there's a little, the seed case is still here. So I'm not so sure what that one is, but we have something growing at least. I can't see anything in these. Interesting thing is there was obviously a lot more leaves here when we were last here, so whether they've blown away or they've rotted down, I'm not sure. Got some cherries from up above. I'm not seeing much else here. So whether things have been eating this one, these ones that have been growing. Because the interesting thing here is, you see in this pot and this pot, there's nothing really on the surface, so it's like something's been scratching away at it, which might be an animal which has been trying to eat it. Okay, we've got something here as well. I think this looks quite similar to the one we've just seen up in D3, and this one's D15. What we got here? Nope. Oh, hang on, there's quite a big one here. I'm gonna say these are the silver fir, because they don't look like the other young beech that I've seen growing elsewhere in this wood, because we have natural regeneration within the wood from beech seedlings. So it looks like in this one we've got 3 potentially that have grown, or at least have grown and not been eaten. I'm just having a look under some of these. Right, yeah, so looks like we've got 3 there. Oh, what's going on here? Oh right, yeah, this is the this is where we had this pot over the hole, and an animal had eaten through the pot and come out. So what the Hester and Richard look like they've done is they've moved the cage up, so the animal was no longer coming through up its burrow and into the cage, so it can now escape and not eat anything that was growing in under the cage. Right, we've got one down here I can see. I will probably I can probably actually see. I was going to take the cage off, but I can actually see what's going on. It might not be so clear on the screen though. Oh yeah, there's one here as well. Again, it's looking like the silver fir, so I'm not seeing any beech. It's quite dark under here, so I'm not sure if beech really likes growing where it's so dark, which is a bit ironic because under beech trees normally it's quite dark, so I guess it struggles to grow under itself. There's something here, but don't think that's in a pot. This is quite big. Alright, so what did we say? We said, looks like we've got 2 growing in here. Oh, hang on, there's another one here, really small. You see a little bit of green there. So we've got, I'm losing count, was that 3? Yes. We've got one in C9, one in C6, and one in C13. But interestingly, none of them are as good as the one that we just saw over here. So this was D11, looked like it was growing the best. So we had D11, D15, D3 up there. Was there another one? I can't even remember now. Is that 3 we've got in both so far? 3 in the D's and 3 in the C's. Right, what have we got here? Whoa! This one's gone a bit crazy. A B14. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which are quite big, and we've also got another one around the back, which is just growing. So it's going well. We got 2 in B13 here. We've got 2 in B11. We've got 1 in B9. Still got the seed case on, so it's growing. What's going on here? Oh, this is not sure what that is. None of these, nothing else looks like it's happening. But that's what we got there. So we had 5 in this one, 5 in B14, 2 in B13, 2 in B11, 1 in B9. So that's 10 so far. I think that's what it... And it looks like they're all silver fir. I'm not even seeing anything trying to grow there. Right, and let's move on to the last one. So this is where we had the double protection. We had the cage and we've got the black fabric to stop other things growing. What have we got? We got one there. Yeah, we got one in A8 just there. Oh yeah, one in A1. I can see the needles or the leaves of that. Oh yeah, there's one here, but I'm not sure. Hang on a moment, so this is not actually in the pot. So whether the seeds has jumped out or whether it's not actually one of the seeds we planted, but that would be odd because it looks very like the other ones we've already seen. Not really. What else we got? Oh yeah, we've got 2 down here in A16. I'm hoping this is going to come out alright on the camera looking through this mesh. Right, so what did I say? Got 2 in A16, 1 in, well, just outside of A9, and 1 in A1. So we've got 4 in that. So I'm not quite sure what this is. What's this really saying? These results that it doesn't look like any of the beets are growing. That this one's growing. This one's gone pretty well in the bees. That had the most at 10. I wonder whether here the mesh has actually been a hindrance. Maybe there's nothing trying to eat these, but as you've seen here, there's quite a lot of leaves on top of the mesh, so that might be crowding out or blocking more of the light. And it's already quite dark under these trees already. Quite a thick canopy. So yeah, we have it doesn't look like we've got any beech growing. So we've got quite a lot of silver fir. Be interesting to know, maybe the silver fir grows well under canopy. I'm not sure, have to check that out. But it doesn't look like there's been much difference between any of the different, like having the mesh or the black fabric. I guess with the black fabric, that at this stage in the lives of the seedlings, that actually what's growing here might not make such a big difference. But also what we've got in this site here is that we actually picked somewhere. As I just spin around, you can see elsewhere there's a lot of grass and nettles growing up, but we've actually picked somewhere where nothing was really growing already, which probably suggests it's quite dark in here compared to where things are growing out there. So here we didn't really need the black fabric because nothing's grown up which would have shielded the light anyway. What else can I say? I think from what I understand that we will have to send these seedlings back to the scientists in Switzerland, and they will do some measurements and things on those, and then hopefully we'll get some feedback, and at that time we can report back with anything else which maybe we're going to be, hopefully we're going to learn some more things after the scientists have had a look at the results here. And hopefully we can also share, if you want to get involved yourself, if you have some woodland or you know some woodland which might be able to help with the experiment next year. Right, so I hope you found that interesting. I was quite surprised by the results in some ways, but I think that's why we do these experiments, to see what's actually happening. And finally, just to say, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.